So I went to Middlebury Middlebury Institute of International Studies. It's a wonderful school, and then also by default of working in Bridgewater and around really incredibly smart people who went to tons of Ivy League schools and things like that. When you are in those settings, you realize sometimes, again, as a first-generation student, I'm Cuban, I know other students similar to me, it can feel intimidating because they've been, traveling to Africa and these incredible experiences abroad. And, I went to Florida, which Florida is great, but I didn't exactly have these incredible international experiences. I couldn't afford to do a semester abroad, which there are ways to do that, but I, chose to work and actually finish undergrad early because I needed to work. So I get their experience. What I did for me is turn it into a strength, which was just something, my family values taught me because, again, as a first-generation student, my Cuban family had to come here and start over. So I was always very proud to work and to go to school. But I did come to points where I almost felt less proud about being a waitress or being a bartender on the side because nobody else had to do that. They could spend every weekend volunteering, which who wouldn't want to, and spending time learning what they wanted to learn, and it's difficult to manage. But I made it not shameful by being proud that my part-time job helped me pay for my own books, my own college needs, and I didn't have, all of the financial support other students do, and that made me work harder, in my opinion. It also taught me, how do I manage my time? How do I manage my life? And how do I have a balance? Working showed me that in order to be happy, I needed to figure out, how do I manage work and how do I manage school? And then how do I manage time for exercise or meditation? And that helped me approach my full-time work life in a much better way because I was already used to, how to juggle a schedule and juggle time and be motivated. It helped me manage when I went to grad school and I was still working at my job on East Coast hours in California, so waking up at 6 a.m. and then also how to figure out, how do I have a part-time job and go to school and have an internship, which is not easy, but I got over the shame because people actually heard my story and when they were like, wait a minute, maybe my manager at my internship or at the restaurant, and I was like, wait, you're also doing these things? And they showed me that it was okay to be proud of that because that was an actual skill and ability, and it showed drive, grit, and determination. And there are many ways to show that, but I really love looking at students who do that through jobs. And you can shape your own way in that sense.